And moving on, the Supreme Court in its hearing of the IPL case yesterday made 3 recommendations that's all set to change the face of cricket. The BCCI today will respond to the same at 10:30 a.m. Well, it's D-Day for Indian cricket as the deadline for the BCCI, as it will have to respond for the Supreme Court's blueprint for cleaning up cricket administration after the IPL mess. The Apex Court is set to pass an interim order on whether Srinivasan should step aside as BCCI chief and Sunil Gavaskar should replace him. Also, the Supreme Court will decide whether Rajasthan Royals and Chennai Super Kings should be suspended from IPL 7. But the question is, what next for the BCCI? Well, they have a couple of options ahead of them. One is, of course, that the Rajasthan Royals and the Chennai Super Kings could argue in court against being barred from IPL 2014. The BCCI could join their plea, urging the Supreme Court to spare the 2 franchises. And the BCCI may respond to the Supreme Court proposal that Srinivasan should step aside to ensure fair probe in the IPL fixing case. The BCCI could also plead for more time to respond to the proposals by the Supreme Court. In fact, the anti-Srinivasan lobby may try to convince the BCCI secretary to convene an SGM. BCCI will likely agree to the court-monitored committee to probe IPL corruption case. Also, the BCCI could object to Gavaskar as interim BCCI president. If Supreme Court insists on Gavaskar, BCCI won't be able to put its preferred candidate as the interim president. If the Supreme Court relents, however, then BCCI will have South Zone Vice President Shivlal Yadav as president. But of course, these are the options ahead for BCCI. We will have to wait and watch to see how they play this. Will they take on the recommendations or will they dismiss them? We'll have to wait and watch. Either way, even if they do go ahead and dismiss these recommendations, they will have to come up with a solid reason to do so. And of course, it's almost a time of thinking for the BCCI, as of course this will be crucial for the way they function post this, and also of course for Indian cricket. The question everyone's asking more than anything else is if, in fact, the Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals will be ousted from the IPL. Will they be banned, or will they go ahead and not take up that particular recommendation? Also, of course, the idea of Sunil Gavaskar taking over as the interim BCCI president will not be taken too well by the board. We will have to wait and see if they do go ahead and accept that recommendation as well. Srinivasan will definitely not be a happy man if Sunil Gavaskar is chosen as the interim BCCI chief. They would rather that someone of their own ranks, as someone who is under their wings, gets in, and that would in all likelihood be Shivlal Yadav. We have to see if the Apex Court will agree to that one as well.